What's up, everyone? I'm doing another video today on AKs again. Now, as you all know, this is my primary. This is one I use the most. Um, Everyone talks about it or whatever. I guess people like it, and I do too. This was my second AK, and I pissed my wife off when I bought it. And it's a damn good rifle. I've really liked this rifle, and as I got used to shooting it more, I got more accurate with it. I thought I was getting a pure Yugoslavian Zastava made AK, and so I wanted to talk about the Yugo pattern rifles. This is a Yugo pattern rifle, and Century bought a shit ton of parts kits, M-70AB2 rifles. And what they're essentially made from is they have a U.S. made barrel and a U.S. made receiver. And they're actually, for years, they were known as some of Century Arms' best parts kits made rifles. At one time, people would buy these over the Wassers because they were made so well. And they really are. I've had not one issue except one failure to fire, I think, because of a bad bullet. But now, why do I like the Yugo rifles? I think they're actually one of the most popular AKs in the U.S. You have your Wasser 10s, of course, which is your most popular, and Arsenals. And then you have your Yugo pattern rifles. You can usually identify a Yugo pattern instantly when they have 3 holes in the hand guards. And I put some just El Cheapo UTG rails on here. You'll see guys like, I believe Travis Haley had one of these, and Polinar Tactical dudes had one. And their barrels are kind of thicker, but they aren't chrome lined. And I used to be a huge chrome lined fan. I even ordered a chrome lined M70 barrel because I was so anal about chrome lined barrels. And you might actually find the underfolders more comfortable than you think. I left a pistol grip on there. I like it. I also have an in-pap, and I made it into a side folder. But what's cool about these is you can actually find more shit than the C39s. And you can actually find a lot more shit for these. Maybe not the C39V2 that has a lot of standard AKM style stamped rifle, like the single tang butt stock and everything. But you could put the Magpul shit on them. But you can't put all the Magpul shit on these or anything. But there's still plenty of aftermarket parts for them. And now the barrel, if you're concerned about it, you can get an aftermarket AK Builder chrome lined barrel, and this one has just a shitty. This isn't even a cold hammer forged barrel, and I've shot the shit out of it, caught it on fire, all kinds of shit, and I've had it since around Christmas time, and I've shot it a lot, and I really enjoy this rifle. One thing I found out recently is that you can get the long ass Tabuk Tabuk barrel, which is like an RPK style. It's based after like a long barreled, like designated marksman style AK that the Iraqis use, and like in Saddam Hussein's time especially. And there's several like the Iraqi style AKs, and let's see, I believe Africans also uses a Stava style rifle, but I would say this is my favorite AK style of all the AKs. I like the Vepers, and I like the Yugoslavian M70s. I like the AB2 has a bulge front trunnion, which is like what an RPK has, and I've been trying to get an RPK, and they're kind of hard to find right now. And one thing I considered, I was looking at the underfolder RPKs, which look crazy. I think it's called the M-70AB2, and they look badass. But what I could do if I shoot this barrel out is put a tub book barrel on there, and it's pretty much an RPK with dimples. Most RPKs don't have the dimples, but it would kind of be a cool factor, and shit, you might be able to get 100 feet per second more velocity, which increases your maximum effective range. But the only downside of these, besides a chrome line barrel, is the thick receiver. It's a little heavy once you start putting shit on here, like red dot sights. This is just an El Cheapo primary arms. I have a smaller one, the TRS 25. I need to send it in, but I'm lazy when it comes to mailing shit. But I really like these rifles, and I see a lot of guys, they don't want a Yugo pattern rifle because they're the barrel, and I, honest to God, would not worry about that shit at all. I think these are some of the best all-round AKs that there are. I'd say the Yugo pattern and the Vepers are my personal favorite. The Wassers are awesome too, don't get me wrong. I think for a beginner, maybe get a Wasser. But if you want something different, I wouldn't dismiss the Yugo patterns just over a chrome line barrel. You know, as long as you aren't shooting corrosive, I think you're good to go. I think if you're wanting to skip a lot of bullshit, the Wasser might be good for the first time. But if you have more than one AK and you're in the market for AKs, I would probably pick up the OPAP right now. They're about the same price as the Wassers, and they also have the bulge front trunnion right here in thick receiver. And they're also very accurate, more accurate than the C39s, which are pretty accurate AKs. So now, not very many of them come with the grenade sight, but the OPAP, I think, is a smoking hot deal right now, and the Vepers. So if you're wanting an AK that'll be hard to find here, and once the next gun control dipshits step in power, I'd probably go with an OPAP or a Veper. Whatever caliber you want in a Veper. But if you're just wanting a no bullshit AK and you already have a Wasser or something, I'd probably go with the Yugo. Yugo styles are pretty badass. Now another thing about the barrels, I really think these barrels, you know, because they aren't skinny ass barrels, I think they're good to go, especially the cold hammer forged. And you could always get a replacement barrel, you know. Get some Toth tools, and you could install a barrel on your kitchen table. I saw a video Timbo749 did, and he made his own set of Toth tools and rebarreled and did all this work on his AK, just you know, on a few minute long YouTube video. So that's all I really wanted to say. This is Sly Tiger. Take care.